Hi everyone, this is your host and your coach, Dr. Mary Ayers from tapintoaction.com. So let me ask you a question. Do you really believe that you can have what you want? Now, be careful because I know in your head you may say, yes, I believe, I really do. I know that if I think positively about it, if I do what I need to do, I can have what I want. Well, I'm not talking about in your head. Today, we're going to be measuring whether or not your body believes that you can have what it is you want. And then later, we're going to be tapping on that discrepancy between what you believe in your head and what you believe in your body so that we can close that gap. And as we do that, your believability index is going to go soaring up. And when that happens, that's when you start seeing the real manifestation of what it is you want, because you really start to step in and live from that place. So let's begin. Pretty simple exercise. I want you to state what it is you want, whether it's a car, a beautiful home, the job of your dreams, to be able to move to an area you want, to decrease your workload, to start a business, to be able to have a flourishing business, to have a vacation home, to meet the person of your dreams, to have the body that you want, to be at the weight that you want to be in. What is it for you? And I want you to make the statement. And I want you to make it in a way that says, I have it. I own a beautiful family home where everybody can come and we celebrate and have family gatherings. Or say, I have met the most wonderful person and I am so in love. We have so much in common and it's the best thing ever. Make the statement. Now, as you do, I want you to feel it in your body. Do you hear your body saying, yes, that's true, or no, it's not? So we're going to put true at the high end of the scale, right? Absolutely true. I feel it. I feel the possibility. Everything in me says, yes, that's possible. We'll give that a 10. Hearing, no, no way, no how, don't deserve it. No matter what your reasoning is, I don't deserve it. It could never happen for me. You just want to feel the feeling right now. Not so much the story. We'll get into that later. But feel the feeling. How true does it feel to you that that's a possibility? Now, whatever it is you're feeling, if it's less than 10, then you have a gap between what you want and what you believe you can have, or the possibility of having what it is you want. And that's the distance we want to close, because right now you have split energy. You have a desire. Your conscious mind has a desire for something. It wants something. But your body, as your unconscious, is telling you that it does not believe it, that you are not in alignment with it. And that could be for several reasons, but more than anything right now, you are recognizing that there is a gap between what you want and what you believe you can have. And that is what keeps us from manifesting and having what we want, or to be in that state of knowing that it is coming, even if it is not here right now. So what do you do with this gap? Well, we're going to do some really simple tapping around this to soften that gap. And then we can start to work on increasing our level of believability in what it is that we want. Again, you've made your statement. You felt the gap. I want you to say it again. Feel it in your body. Give that a number. It's important for you to be able to see what it's doing so you know when it's gotten a little softer. Just give it a number, and we're going to start at the karate chop. So repeat after me. Even though I don't believe that I can have what I want, for whatever reason. And I'm a little surprised by this. And I'm just going to accept me and where I am right now. Even though I have a part of me that doesn't believe this is possible, that I can't do it, that I can't have it, It's just not possible for me. I'm ready to soften this old belief and be open to something new. Even though I don't believe as strong as I want to, that what I want is possible for me. For whatever reason. Maybe it's deservability. Maybe I believe it would be too much work. Maybe I just don't think it's possible for me. And yet, what if I made a change in this belief and I started to believe that it could be possible, that it was coming, that I could see myself in that life. Let's go to the eyebrow. I just don't believe it's possible. Side of the eye, and I'm really surprised by that. Under the eye, because I've been wishing and hoping. Under the nose, being positive. On the chin, saying my affirmations. Collarbone, for a really long time. Under the arm, and yet I can see that there's a part of me. Top of the head, that isn't completely on board. Back at the eyebrow, do I believe it's possible? Side of the eye, for me to make a change in this. Under the eye, I feel more possibility of that. Under the nose, so I'm going to start with believability. On the chin, and I'm going to raise that. Collarbone, and let it be even more possible. Under the arm, that I could have some of what I want. Top of the head, that there is a possibility of me having what it is I want. Eyebrow, and what if I could believe it? Side of the eye, without knowing how it would happen. Under the eye, what if I could just work on the believing right now? Under the nose, without any worry about the hows. On the chin, that could be a good beginning. Collarbone, just to soften the resistance. Under the arm, in that belief of what is possible. Top of the head, can I let myself begin there? Eyebrow, what if it is possible? Side of the eye, what if I fundamentally am deserving? Under the eye, of having what I want. under the nose. What if I always had been? On the chin. Can I play with this idea? Collarbone. Of the possibility of having what it is I want. Under the arm, and being even more ready to have it. Top of the head, I'm willing to begin to think differently about what is possible for me. Take that breath and do a check-in. And here's how you do a check-in. Make the statement again. I have that home. I'm living that life. I have a successful business. Feel it now. Give it a number. You may not be at that 10. This isn't about being at a 10. It is about seeing your numbers change, seeing more possibility available to you. Because this is not a one-time tapping. You don't do a one-time tapping around your believability and think that it's going to last the rest of your life. Why? Because there are beliefs and programs in the subconscious that get defaulted to. And then without you even knowing it, you may be feeling that impossibility. So we want to make a change in those underlying programs. And in order to do that, you will have to apply yourself to doing this kind of exercise on a regular basis. Things may pop up. I mentioned a few things around deserving or being smart enough to do it. Maybe that came up for you. Or being allowed to have that much good fortune, being allowed to have that much happiness. I've done other radio shows on this talking about how do we raise our quota around our happiness, around our good fortune, to allow ourselves a larger container to have more of what we're looking for. So this is the kind of exercise you would do on a regular basis, but only if you're really intent on having what it is you want. If it doesn't matter to you if you get it or not, you like having a nice hope and dream about it, then you know what? Do it every once in a while. But if you're really serious about making these changes in your life, having the things you want, then being in alignment with that is going to be one of your number one goals. And that is how you would tap every day. You could do this exact exercise every day. Measure it. Notice what happens. Notice the change. Not only in how you feel, but in time, you'll start to notice changes in conditions, because conditions will match what it is you believe. So first comes a change in belief, and then you will start to see the evidence of it. So see how such a simple exercise can really have pretty big results. Well, okay, I'm keeping it short and simple today. As always, I'll let you know that if you think that if you can see the value in working with somebody to help you make these shifts in your belief systems, you've been doing the work for a while, but you know that you could use a little jump start or maybe go a little deeper, by all means, send me an email, mary@tapintooaction.com. We'll set up a time to chat. I do a consultation. It's free to see how I can be helpful. And so just email me and we'll set up a time. I do have a teleclass starting. As a matter of fact, it will be starting April 4th, 2018. It's a 6-week teleclass called Smoothing the Road Ahead. And that's where we really use this tapping, not only to clear up some past energies that might be getting us hung up on things, but we also utilize our tapping to move forward, to be able to step into that bigger picture that we were talking about on this show. So you can go and check that out, smoothingtheroadahead.com. And until next time, this is your coach, Dr. Mary Ayers. Stay brilliant.